Hey everybody, it's Mike here. Today we're talking about the new Relics update for No Man's Sky. After the Worlds 2 update, I wasn't really expecting anything large, but this update adds like a minor, gameplay improvement. I'm not going to go say it's the most exciting update they've ever added, but there's some new gameplay elements, and they've actually fixed something. If you haven't already been aware, in abandoned mode, it would be tough to kind of upgrade and stuff like that. So they've improved abandoned mode. For example, you wouldn't be able to access purple star systems because that is tied to a quest that involves NPC, and abandoned mode, as you know, doesn't have any NPCs. So it was kind of impossible to get the purple, solar systems. So they kind of fixed that as well. But the main thing here in this Relics update is they've added this whole fossil exchange and this whole archaeologist section of the game. You're going to collect different parts of different bones, different tail bones, different sets, and when you have a complete set, you have a fossil, and you can display this, create your own museum. So for people who are into that, those collectors, those space archaeologists, this update's going to be a lot of fun for you. Yeah, each different planet has different fossils and bone formations, and these bone formations, like I said, can be placed as like direct decorative parts on your base. And they've also added a fossil exchange. So each star system, each space system, sorry, will have its own fossil collector, and you can exchange different fossils with the fossil collector. And then you can target specific skeletons and stuff like that to complete your specific design. But yeah, other than that, they added new, like just like you would expect from any other update, they added a new expedition. Another interesting thing they added is the stone guardians. On these planets, you're going to find these fossil beds, and these have these stone guardians. So this new type of enemy you're going to have to fight, right? So I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of veering away from the lore here, and I know it's kind of different. These are totally different enemies than you're going to see from any other No Man's Sky type of enemies. There's these stone creatures, almost like something you'd find in Skyrim or Elder Scrolls or something. It seems a little bit out of place, but I think it's kind of cool. It's a new enemy to fight. Other than that, you have new types of life forms, so skeletal life forms. So you're going to be seeing these new type of skeleton creatures, but more notably, they've added a titanic bone worm. So you're going to be, they're kind of rare, but I haven't encountered them myself yet. But apparently, just like a sandworm, like you'd encounter, they now have a bone sandworm or a titanic sandworm. So that's pretty cool that they added that as well. Other than that, one thing I like about this update is the customization of that. So if you beat the expedition, you get this real cool looking stone armor, and that's definitely like I said, that's probably one of the more interesting aspects of this update. And other than that, you have other additions as well, like bone cuisine. You have the different bone-based recipes that you can create with your nutrient processor. And other than that, I think this is a very, cosmetic-focused update. For those who want to, build a little museum on your base, you can decorate your base with different bones and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm not going to complain. Like I said, this is a great update. It's not as exceptional update like you'd see from like No Worlds 2. But it's definitely that extra different layer to go back and play No Man's Sky again. So yeah, overall, the Relics update isn't completely overwhelming and impressive like the Worlds 2 update. But that being said, does Hello Games really need to try that hard anymore? Like, look at the success they've achieved through all these great updates. I think at this point, they're just focusing on minor gameplay improvements, and like just this bone collecting or relic collecting update just adds that little small extra layer of gameplay just to make it that much more fun. But then again, like I always say, if you haven't played No Man's Sky in a while, especially before the Worlds 2 update, definitely worth hopping back in. And other than that, if you found this video helpful and you like my content, please consider checking out my channel and subscribing, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.